What's up, guys? Today we're going to go over velocity-based training for Whiteboard Wednesday. So what is velocity-based training? It's using the bar speed to determine your load and intensity, and you're going to need a velocity device to do so. They'll normally attach to the bar. The two that I've got pictured here are ones that I have used in the past. What are the benefits of velocity-based training? It's going to auto-regulate based on your bar speed. So some days your CNS will be up, some days your CNS will be down, and that impacts the ability of how much weight we can use to move at proper speeds depending on what we're trying to train. Now it's also going to allow us to track fatigue via the velocity loss of the bar. So as the bar is slowing, we can tell how much we're fatiguing. It also is going to ensure that we're training in the proper range for speed and power training. So if we're trying to train power, there's a certain speed that bar should move at to equate to the proper percentages that we would normally train power. 1 rep max, it can also be estimated daily for this, which will benefit us by allowing us to work in the zones that we need to work, but it also lets you know, am I improving from day to day? Along with that, your 1 rep max can vary from 18 kilograms over what you normally use, what you think your 1 rep max is, or 16 kilograms under that. And that's daily. It'll undulate based off how your CNS is performing that day. The number one benefit of velocity training is the intent. When you use this with an athlete, they tend to have they're more aggressive in their lift, and it's an all-out intent of moving that bar faster and faster, which tends to also give you heavy benefits of getting more out of the lift and actually creating better adaptation for what we're trying to do. Now, the velocity zones that we want to work in, for absolute strength, it's going to be 0.5 meters per second that bar is going to move. So think 90 to 100% 1 rep max is what that's going to be. Accelerative strength is 0.5 to 0.75 meters per second. So 75 to 90% 1 rep max is what that equates to. Strength speed, 0.75 to 1 meters per second, 60 to 75% 1 rep max. Speed strength, 1 meter to 1.3 meters per second, so 30 to 60% 1 rep max. And then starting strength would be anything greater than 1.3 meters per second. So someone you're just getting accustomed to moving weights. How would I want to implement this? So first off, you're going to implement this with your higher level athletes that have trained for long periods of time. Some colleges use it with all their athletes, but normally you want to hold off towards going to this if you can, unless you have that many velocity devices, which at a certain point, that's the benefit of being at a large university. When we're using it, we'd want to do a velocity profile of the athlete. You'd go 3 reps at 50%, 3 at 60, 3 at 70, 3 at 80, and you're taking the best rep at each load, which one's moving the quickest. With most of these devices nowadays, you'll get an estimated 1 rep max based off the velocity profile for that specific exercise once you do those 4 sets right there. And then you would work off that percentage that you had planned based off what that new 1 rep max is, based off the velocity that you have gotten it from the device. If you want to go more in depth when you're looking at velocity training, Landon Hickmott's got a great seminar series of how to actually velocity profile to you yourself, where you actually go and do maxes to see how slow you can move the bar. Because your more well-trained individuals that have been in like strength sports are going to be able to move the bar much slower than someone that has not trained in the weight room for a very long time. And that's velocity-based training.